Welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here because today we're tackling a topic that fascinates millions, yet, let's be honest, it frustrates almost as many. We are breaking down the secret to manifestation and busting the three biggest myths surrounding it. To start us off, I want you to imagine just for a moment that you're floating completely untethered in deep space. You look down and the Earth is right there, beautiful, peaceful, but entirely unreachable. There's zero gravity to anchor you and absolutely no connection to guide your path. So are you just floating? I really want you to think about that for a second. That vivid image of just drifting out there in space is exactly how most people approach manifestation. They dream these massive, beautiful dreams, but they just float aimlessly. They're basically waiting for miracles or hoping the universe is going to somehow pull them back down to solid ground. But as we're going to see today, that is just not how it works. Okay, let's dive into this. Did you know that every 1.2 seconds, someone out there searches for the secret to manifesting their dream life? Every 1.2 seconds? Yet, a staggering 97% of those people will give up. They'll walk away completely frustrated and disillusioned, fully believing that the law of attraction just doesn't work for them. So why is this number so unbelievably high? Well, it's because they've been sold a half-truth. Manifestation isn't magic, and it definitely isn't just wishful thinking. Today, we're looking at the real mechanics of manifestation, how science and soul actually work together. Let's jump right into our first section. Myth number 1. Positive thoughts are enough. If you close your eyes right now and picture your absolute dream life, living in your dream house, driving that car you've always wanted, it sounds incredibly powerful to just visualize that and believe it with all your heart, right? But here is the heartbreaking truth. If visualization is literally the only thing you do, your dreams might remain exactly that, just dreams. Take a look at Lily the artist. She had this rich, amazing imagination. Every single morning, she sat in her studio visualizing her masterpieces, hanging in galleries, critics just praising her work. But she never actually touched her brushes. She believed positive thinking would magically guide her hands, and so her canvases stayed completely blank. Her dream world was loud, but her reality was silent. Now, compare that to Marcus. Back in the 1980s, Marcus wanted to be a pro football player. He visualized scoring the winning goal in the World Cup every single night. But unlike Lily, Marcus lived in a tough neighborhood with zero resources. He didn't just sit around. He ran in the pouring rain. He practiced until his feet physically ached. He paired his vision with relentless, undeniable action. Now, what's really interesting here is the advice that Marcus received from his mentor. He told him, "Dreaming makes the picture clear, but action makes it real. Your dream is the destination, but your work is the map." Marcus made it to the world stage not just because he believed, but because he believed and he acted. Because the simple truth is this: the spark is not the fire. Positive thinking is crucial. It absolutely is a necessary first step, but it's just the spark. Without the fuel of your daily actions, that spark is eventually going to fade away. Imagine a farmer who wants a field of sunflowers. He can stand out in his field and visualize those beautiful yellow blooms all day long, feeling totally grateful and positive. But if he never actually plants a single seed or waters the dirt, nothing is going to grow. And this isn't just philosophy, by the way, it's actual science. When you think positive thoughts, you are creating these literal connections, neural pathways, in your brain, setting the stage for success. But you require physical action to strengthen them. Think of your brain like a muscle. Visualizing is kind of like imagining yourself lifting heavy weights. It gets your mind prepped and in the game. But your muscles aren't going to grow unless you actually pick up the iron. Action is what aligns your mind and your body. So let me ask you directly, what is your blank canvas? Is it a business idea you keep putting off? A skill you want to learn? Identify it right now. And step 2, I challenge you to take one small step toward it today. It doesn't need to be a perfect step, it just needs to be an action. Pick up the brush, plant the seed, train for just 10 minutes. The universe rewards doers. That leads us perfectly into our next section. Myth number 2, you only get what you want. Think about the last time you wanted something so badly you practically felt it in your bones. You probably thought to yourself, if I just want it badly enough, it's going to come. But here's the harsh reality. If wanting were enough, our world would be exclusively populated by billionaires with perfect relationships. Desire is super common. We need to know what it actually takes to turn that desire into reality. Take Miguel the Adventurer. He found an ancient map leading to unimaginable treasure. He stared at that map every single day in his tiny hut, wanting it so badly he could practically feel the gold in his hands. But he never left his village. Years later, another traveler found the treasure because he actually took the journey. Miguel's desire just wasn't enough. Or look at Emma, a high school athlete dreaming of a state championship. She wanted it so much she literally cried herself to sleep imagining the gold medal. But what did she actually do? She skipped practice, ate junk food, and scrolled social media. She finished last on race day because the girls who beat her hadn't just wanted to win, they showed up and did the work. So the absolutely crucial point here is this. The universe delivers on alignment, not desire. The universe does not operate on your wants. It operates on vibration and alignment. Think of it like a radio dial. You don't just sit in your car wanting the radio to play your favorite song. You have to physically reach out and adjust the dial until your frequency perfectly matches the exact station you want to hear. Your actions and your energy must match the life you're trying to attract. Again, the science backs this up beautifully. Your brain has this amazing filter called the reticular activating system, or RAS. When you constantly think about your goals, your RAS acts like a spotlight, highlighting opportunities related to that focus. It literally helps you notice the open doors around you. But here is the catch. The RAS only filters. It points out the door, but it is not going to walk through it for you. You still have to actively seize those opportunities yourself. To help you transition from just wanting to actually aligning, I want you to do 3 quick things. First, write down 3 things you want in life right now. Second, write down just 1 action you can take today for each of them. You want a better career? Update your resume. Want health? Go for a 20-minute walk. And finally, become the person ready to receive. You absolutely must align your daily habits with your ultimate desires.
Which brings us to our final hurdle. Myth number 3, you don't need a plan.
Imagine a farmer working tirelessly, day and night, sweating in the fields, literally working harder than anyone else. But come harvest time, his field is entirely barren. Why? Because he worked incredibly hard planting the absolute wrong seeds in the wrong soil. Hard work is vital, yes, but sheer effort alone does not guarantee success. We see this exact same difference between raw hustle and smart strategy with our 2 lumberjacks. Jack believed in blinding hard work. He swung his axe from sunrise to sunset without taking a single break, absolutely exhausting himself. Henry, on the other hand, paused every single hour to sharpen his axe. Jack actually mocked him for wasting time. But guess what? By the end of the day, Henry had cut down twice as many trees. Jack was completely exhausted from swinging a dull blade. Henry just worked smart.
Which brings us to this incredibly important warning. Don't lean your ladder against the wrong wall. Imagine climbing a ladder for hours, totally exhausting yourself, only to reach the top and realize, oh no, I'm on the wrong building. The source material highlights 2 entrepreneurs, Sarah and Ben. Sarah worked 16-hour days trying to do literally everything: marketing, sales, design, the whole shebang. Ben learned about automation, focused only on tasks needing his specific expertise, and delegated the rest. A year later, Sarah was severely burned out while Ben was absolutely thriving. You cannot do everything, but you can do the right things.
So how do we ensure we're doing the right things? Well, it all comes down to the Pareto principle, commonly known as the 80-20 rule. Researchers have found that this applies to almost every aspect of life. 80% of your tangible results come from just 20% of your targeted efforts. Our brains only have so much energy for focus each day. If you spread yourself too thin swinging a dull axe all over the place, you're going to burn out. But if you apply strategic effort at the right leverage point, you completely multiply your results. So, how do we actually sharpen our axe? Just follow these 3 steps. Step 1, identify your top 3 goals. Step 2, pinpoint the highest impact actions, that vital 20% that will actually move the needle for you. And step 3, eliminate or delegate the rest. Success isn't about how much sheer, exhausting effort you put in. It is all about the quality and strategy of that effort. You must work smarter. Let's move into our final section, the ultimate truth, becoming your dream reality. We've broken down these 3 major myths, and the core takeaway is this. Manifestation is fundamentally about becoming, not just chasing. It's not about waiting around for the universe to magically hand you a gift. It is about actively aligning your energy, your mindset, and your daily actions with the exact life you know you're meant to live. And listen to me, you already have everything you need. The missing piece of your dream life isn't floating out there in the cosmos waiting to be discovered. It is hidden right there in the small, daily, courageous steps that you might have been avoiding up until now. The spark is within you, but you have to be the one to gather the kindling and actually light the fire. Which leaves us with this final provocative question. Will today be the day you stop drifting and start creating? I want to challenge you right now. Step into your power. Stop waiting, stop swinging a dull axe, and rewrite the rules. Claim the life that is waiting for you. If this explainer resonated with you today, I invite you to share your vision and your action plan in the comments below. Join this community of doers. Your breakthrough isn't some distant star. It's right within you right now. Let's not just manifest, let's manifest greatness together.